What's going on, man? It's your boy Uno Vellie. Also go by the name of Shot by Uno with my co-host.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Riqo.Suav. You already know what it is.
Welcome to episode 6. You know what I mean? We got a special guest coming through the fucking building. Got my man Kevin.
Yes, sir. Young
Let's get it, my
Brooklyn
guy.
Banks. How you doing, sir?
Excuse
to sit down.
All good.
Excuse to sit down.
Yo, I know you go by Brooklyn, Kev, photography, you know what I'm saying? My apologies.
It's all
you
good.
let them know
good.
how you want to be introduced real quick. Let them know how you want to be
I
introduced.
try to be professional as possible. Kevin A Photography. But whatever you makes you comfortable. If you want to call me Brooklyn Banks, whatever.
Yeah, me personally, I'd rather call you Brooklyn Banks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just rolls off the tongue for me. No homo. A little better.
I fuck with the Brooklyn Banks, you know what I mean?
All right, there we have it.
It just rolls off the tongue, you know.
I take it that's where you're originally from.
Yes, I am.
Okay. What part? No, not what part, but like how long you been out there?
I've been there since I was born. I moved out here. I was 19.
19? Okay.
Didn't you say something about you knew Pop Smoke or like the Woos? You know the Woos?
Yeah, I'm originally from Canarsie, Flossie.
Oh yeah, La Flossie, right?
But yeah, Pop Smoke was not my generation. He's much younger. His OGs, his classmates. Were my classmates and all. So
okay,
he's much more of my younger cousins, people. So
okay, who was more like your generation, from La Flossie or?
They're older. They're not known
okay
guys now. But yeah, they're not known now.
Were you rapping too before you got into the photography thing?
Nah.
Okay.
That's not my lane. I'd rather stay in my lane. The next thing I'll probably try to jump in, if anything, would be video.
Okay.
But I'm still taking my time, still walking in photography, learning. But
Okay.
rapping, I leave that for the cool guys. Maybe y'all.
Nah, I don't rap, man. I just keep the photography,
y'all.
bro, with the videos, man.
Rico look like he a rapper.
I got a couple bars this shit on
You got a couple songs out there, a couple videos.
Right, you can check me on YouTube.
I know he don't want to see me on the court though.
Oh no, the court's even crazier. That's the crazy part.
Nah, I'm gonna stop talking shit. I know you got that. You got
Nah, you talking shit, bro. We here for you.
Hit you a little Kyrie or something.
I ain't shit, man. If I was something special, I'd be in the league.
I respect the humbleness, but
Hey, if I was something special, I'd be in the league. Man. That's all I gotta say. If you're not in the league,
everybody special's not in the league, so just know that.
So Rick, you don't be getting busy on the court, bro.
Nah, niggas know I get crazy, bro. I always want to be in the league.
Yeah, I feel you.
Don't try to get crazy over here, because I'm gonna have to talk to you in the back or something.
Nah, bro. Niggas could hit me whenever with the hoops, bro. Niggas know what I do in the court, bro. It's spooky, man. That's all I gotta say, man. I don't even gotta say nothing.
I seen the clips. I see it.
If you want to hoop, we can hoop whenever. Trust me, bro. It's just light.
Probably next summer you'll see me back on there. I'm a little too rusty.
Oh yeah, a little rusty. Yeah, let me know. I'll be in your hood actually tomorrow. Shout out my nigga Mario. Oh, shout out my nigga Mario. Brockton Summer Alliance hoop.
That's my guy.
You know about that
man.
league,
Yeah,
Mario?
Yeah.
I play in that league out there.
Good dude, man.
Yo, Banks, you know everybody. You know,
I'm just trying to be well connected.
This nigga know everybody.
It's not what you know, but you know who you know.
That's a fact. That's
a gym right there.
Every time I mention the name, oh yeah, that's the homie. I'm like, damn, that's short. I'm like, damn, bro.
Nah, he used to have the Boys and Girls in Brockton on lock.
Nah, yeah, the Boys and Girls Club was his stomping grounds. Yeah, that's how I know him. Yeah, because I used to be in Boston, and then we used to always have a little rivalry with the Brockton Boys and Girls Club.
Nah, he a good dude. He's always doing everything for the youth, so it's like I respect it, man.
Nah, yeah, he's legit. Shout out my nigga Mario. No bullshit.
Shout out Mario.
No bullshit, man. Good guy, man. He look out for the kids, dog. Always doing something positive, man.
Hell yeah.
So you was living in Brooklyn, and then you jumped to come out to Boston.
Yeah.
Brockton.
Not Boston per se.
Okay.
Because I know out here, people get offended if you all this. I would say Brockton.
Okay.
So what's worse for you out here? Like when you're in Boston, is it like being from Brooklyn, or is it being?
It's never worse being from Brooklyn.
Huh?
It's never worse from being in Brooklyn.
Oh, it's worse. It's worse if you're in Boston or.
Nah, I wouldn't say there's any worse part in anything. Boston is family.
Right.
So it's simple family rivalry. This side is better than this side, but we all love each other. But I'm always gonna go with my crown over anything. But you know, I'm not gonna say I don't fuck with Boston. But I would, out of all of it, I'm gonna say I'm from Brockton more than I would say I'm from Boston.
Right.
You know, because I know Boston people be like, nah, Brockton is not part of Boston.
Right.
Not this.
Yeah, you want to get closer to the mic, my fault, boss. Just a little bit.
Yeah,
closer.
so I know it's, you know, the big demographic and all that, but I gotta show love for Brockton. Brockton showed me mad love, so I gotta reciprocate.
Yeah, shout out to my niggas out there in Brockton.
But I do know a lot of Boston heads, so I fuck with my B niggas too. So
No, facts. You know, yeah, shout out to the Boston niggas.
got to.
No cap, the way you moving, bro. I thought you was from Boston. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, really? Damn, I don't got none of that New York swag.
Right.
Damn.
I thought you was from Boston. Well, that's why I asked you about Brooklyn. I'm like, I think you to say your name Brooklyn in photography. I was like, he had to live out there or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was like, okay, because the way you was. My fault. The way you looked like you was spread it out in Brockton and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, oh, he's a Boston kid. I went to Brockton. Yeah. That's potentially from Brooklyn. He was probably just his people's from there. He just saying he's from there just to make it.
Oh, he thought it was the backwards. Yeah. He thought it was backwards of what it was.
Exactly.
Nah. Like I said, Boston's family, Brockton is definitely Brockton's family, but originally from Brooklyn.
Right.
Canarsie. But it's just I can say I started getting established in Brockton. So it's like, you know, I'll never turn my back in Brockton. I'll try to do everything I can from charity, helping and doing whatever I can. But Brooklyn too, but you know, I don't live in Brockton.
Right.
My son lives in this state, so I ain't got no reason to go another state.
Your son was born in Mass.
Yeah.
Oh, so how's that? How's that for you?
I mean, it's good. I don't try to steer him to be only one side. You know, I'll buy him a Yankee hat. I'll buy him a Red Sox hat, you know. But only gray brims, no black nasties.
He said only gray brims.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
But, I don't tell him, you got to stay with the Yankee or the New York side. You know, you're from here. You should always rep your city, you know. But he decides. But I can't front. My son love everything about New York and everything.
No, honestly, like, shout out to your son and shout out to you, you know what I mean, being a great dad. But I just thought about something. So how would you feel if, like, your son, like, is he gonna be like Brockton Banks? Yo, like, is that something that like could be a thing? Like, can we get a Brockton Banks going, or would you?
Nah.
You ever thought about being Brockton? Can we get a Brockton Banks? Nah.
I mean, it's probably a nigga that's name is Banks and he's from Brockton, but that ain't me.
Right.
We can't get a Brockton Banks.
Nah, they're like, yo, you know,
not the
Banks
little
from
one.
Brooklyn, but
what about Lil Man's? Lil Man's can't do it.
Nah, my little man, he gonna create his own name. He not following his dad's steps. If he wants to do photography, you know, I'll give him the proper tools. But you know,
you don't like that name.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with my name, but it's just I don't want him to feel the pressure that he got. You know, fill his dad's footsteps. But nah, he, you know, that's why I ain't name him a junior.
Okay, that's what you call him. You call him Junior?
Nah, I mean, I didn't name him Junior.
Oh, that's why you didn't name him Junior.
Yeah, that makes sense. Speak about photography. When did you start the photography thing? Did you start in Brooklyn? And
I started 2012. I had moved back to New York for a year. I was just fed up with Massachusetts as a whole. Just coming from New York, being a New York kid, a city, everything's a bit faster pace. I'm not gonna say Boston's so behind because it's literally like the same thing. You know, big brother, little brother. So, but I was just like, all right, I'm not going nowhere. Went back home for a year, really, because my sister had my first nephew. So I'm like, I can't miss that. You know?
Right.
So I was working in T-Mobile, making commission check. I'm like, yo, I'm doing all this. I need to invest in myself. You know, I always like pictures. I was like more into graphic design, manipulating Allen Iverson's photos and stuff.
Like Photoshop?
Yeah. But Photoshop now, I don't know what I'm doing in Photoshop. More of just like skin retouching the most. But doing all of that just, you know, I bought a camera. I still have it to this day. It's like a trophy for me. So that's what got me where I'm at. People see my potential from shooting at a camera. I'm like, damn, did I really shoot that? That looked like shit, you know? But I love every moment of it. But I took it got me this far, so I love it.
When you started, did you like go to school for it? You self-taught?
Nah, self-taught. School, I just felt like, you know, nothing against everybody that's going to school for what they want to pursue, But I'm not giving Uncle Sam any more of my money just because it's something that
you want to do, hopefully one day.
Yeah, you know, I tell everybody that thinks that I'm a master at this. I'm still a student, but keep shooting, and YouTube is gonna teach you everything you need to know. You just gotta know terminology in whatever field that you're getting in. And other than that, just, you know, practice don't make perfect. I just seen that something, but, you know, practice makes progress. Exactly. And the progress is a beautiful thing.
Exactly. Progress is everything.
Like you said, they want to get you this far, man. You know
that's a gem right there. What do you say?
Practice makes progress.
Practice makes progress. Yeah, I like that.
Some motivational guy.
Too. Yeah, I seen that shit. I seen it somewhere too as well, and I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Bro,
you feel me?
It's the truth.
That's a fact.
If you've been consistent, one of my other favorite stuff that me and my right hand says all the time, Jim is actually from Jim Jones. You know, when you're not feeling motivated, stay consistent.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to post as much as I can from new work, old work. You know, people see like, all right, this guy's about his business. He's about his brand. So it's like, why not? You know, I got a bunch of work that I haven't touched or posted, but people see that you being consistent, you on your stuff. Why not?
Facts.
Got to stay consistent.
Nah, you definitely be consistent on your page. That's one thing I need to do a little bit. It's just the posting more. I'm on the stories all day, but the posting more, I got a lot of work that
you just got to, like I said, you just can't put out anything.
Exactly.
You feel me? Once you figure out what you want to do, you plan, you post, you do a site. You know, all these social sites algorithm is just always going up and down. Exactly. So you know, stay consistent. You're gonna have your fan base. People gonna like it. Your real supporters. And you should be fine.
Nah, that's a fact. It's just being, like you said, just taking the time to go ahead and go through all these. When you do mad photo shoots, and he's just like, damn, I'm just glad that the client's happy.
I'm telling you.
Like, you know what I mean? At this point, I don't even care about posting. The client's happy. Let's keep it pushing.
And word of mouth bring you way more than social media does.
Nah, that's a fact. And that's a fact. And that's what I realized.
Some people don't have Facebook. Some people don't have Instagram. Some people don't even know how to conduct a smartphone. The older generation and so forth. So
that's facts.
Word of mouth.
That's facts. I want to ask actually. So like, what got you into photography? Like, that's your main thing that you're doing, right?
Well, I do this as a hobby. I enjoy doing it because this is where I can be in my creative space. Mm-hmm. You know, like when as an adult, you know, adulthood is the worst hood anybody could be in.
Adulthood is the worst hood.
Oh my God.
That's a new one.
But it just makes me feel like, you know, I'm in my element. I'm in my zone, you know, being creative and just doing what I like rather than, all right, you know, you got to go to work. You got to go do this, do that.
Yeah, no one's forcing you to do this.
I'd rather,
that you actually want to do.
I'd rather do this as a 9 to 5. I'm not there yet, but, you know.
Getting it, working towards it.
Progress. Making progress.
And that's the end. That's basically the end goal for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And speaking about end goals and everything, like where do you, you know, this is like your 9 to 5. Where do you see yourself with this photography? You want to do real estate, portraits? I know you do portraits now. What do you do now, and what do you want to see yourself with the photography thing?
I more try to be in anything that is calling for my camera, you know. But also, I'm not a person where I really want more creative shots rather than just, okay, you stand on the background and then take a picture. You know, I just feel like it's not appealing. It's not telling a story. It's not like, oh wow, that's a beautiful shot. I love more headshots.
Okay.
But creative. I just recently shot a girl, a good friend of mine's, in green. I love the melanin. I don't discriminate on anybody, but I'm a dark skinned man. I prefer to show my people because I felt like everyone else gets shown off. You know, the lightest skinned person I want to shoot is my son.
Right,
you know,
right.
But y'all know I love shooting him. But creative shots is the best thing to me. I want people to be like, wow, and you look at the photo and be like, you come up with your own story in it, you know. But I don't discriminate. I like maternity shoots. I like weddings. I like everything that you could. I just want every photo I take, you have a memory.
Right.
Like I remember exactly, and so forth. And unfortunately, I have a lot of those for people that will hit me up and be like, hey, do you still have this photo? I had a friend, father that passed, I think either a year or 2 years ago. I still have everything. She's like, you know.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
But I'm grateful that like it's my photo that you got to remember of your, you know, your lost ones or whatever.
Right. So you start to see like the importance and the impact of photography.
Yep.
No, yeah, that's. I think
this is true.
I think I posted this the other day. Like people kind of take photography for granted until you need, like in a situation like that. Like you need it, you be like, oh, you like, yo. Or like, damn, I don't have the photos, but the photographer may have it. Like, oh my God, thank you. And it's like,
sure is.
Man, like you said, to bring back the memories, because like they're, so it's like they're on another state. So like that's one thing I realized when I was doing this thing, photography. I'm like, wow,
right.
That's not even like, you know, creating that memories for them. And
even for ourselves, it was like, bro, like this is where I started.
Right.
Like, what was I doing? Like I know you know, like the it's called HDR. I used to crank that to the max, and I'm like, what is this? I look like I'm an anime character for a second. But
bro, I used to do that when I first started too. I thought it was cool.
I thought
that was the clarity.
Yeah, even I think when Instagram just came out,
HDR effect.
It was just like you will slide. I'm like, oh damn, this is good. But I'm looking at, I'm like, this was horrible.
Yeah, facts.
Horrible. I'm like, oh man. But I like everything as natural as possible. So
yeah, facts. And so you did mention you use Photoshop. Is that your go-to? You use Lightroom? You touch it up in Lightroom? Or you do the raw camera? How do you go about your
So business? Like my workspace, what I use is Capture One.
Okay.
Because after I left Canon, I had fractured my hand, and the Canon body itself is just heavy. I would have an 85 millimeter and a 70 to 200 millimeter. So that with a heavy ass body, that would just I couldn't hold it. Right. So, you know, I had to hold it like I'm crippled and all that stuff. But I went to Fuji after that. And Lightroom wasn't reading none of those files. So the best thing I had to do was get something else. I did the trial, and then Capture One was reading everything. And that workflow, the whole layout of it, it's so easy and to grasp. Well, for me at least. You know, I use Lightroom. But Lightroom is more of like if I want to do something that's like cinematic.
Gotcha.
I want the filter. I try my best not to put filter on anything, but
So you go Capture One in Photoshop?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Depending on if I'm like really touching up the skin, removing acne or whatever, scar, whatever, and then if I don't need to do none of that, I just stay on Capture One.
Okay. What's your go-to camera now and lens?
So I just upgraded.
I seen that. Bro. My man went going crazy.
I was very excited. I'm like, you know, God was talking to me. He's like, you need to get this. You need to get this. And I'm like, all right, I can't even do it right now. You know, whatever. But my go-to lens and my go-to camera, I still have it in my, you know, in my bag if anything pops up. But it was a Sony A7 III. Now just recently upgraded to the Sony A7 IV.
Gotcha.
So much stuff about it is just great. But Sony A7 IV and a 85 millimeter G Master.
Okay, gotcha.
So, like I said, I love portraits
pocket.
and everything. That's just
you're in your pocket with that. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I tell everybody, you are your greatest investment, man.
Facts.
So
facts.
You got to live it up.
That's a fact, man. That's a hefty bag too. That's why the price is going up when you posted that shit.
Yeah, it gotta go up. What Fat Joe said, yesterday's price is not today's price.
Right.
Not today's price.
And you from New York, so you got that.
Right.
And you got that.
It's only right.
You know?
I was gonna say, didn't you say something about Burna Boy? What you was with? Burna Boy or something? What happened? You gonna talk about that?
I got some shots of Burna Boy. He had a
How'd
concert.
that happen? What was that at?
Shout out to Block Security, my younger cousin. You know, he
Block
got the
Security.
plug. He got the plug for everything. So he got me. You know, I guess there's like, you know, the crowd is right here. Then there's like a space right here, like where all cameramen could walk, and then there's the stage. So I was literally right here walking back and forth
in that middle area.
So I got like the dope shots, dope shots. You know, and plus I love Burna Boy too. So
that's fine.
So it was.
We'll let the people know when to follow you later on, so they can check the shots out.
Check that out. Check that out.
No cap, man. My nigga definitely got some good shots. Like I was telling him, I was like, "Damn, dog! Like you was his personal photographer for that night." I'm like, "Damn, you got solo shots."
Right.
Like, damn,
listen,
shots were fire.
I'm only posting 3 photos. I do a reel probably like on Friday or something, but I got 128 photos that was elite. So I'm like, all right,
You know what I mean? Yo, speak about like photos. Like when you first started, how many photos you used to shoot? Like you used to go crazy because 128 is solid. Like my man's Morton Digital, he probably came back with like 400.
Oh no! You see, I feel digital though. I feel them because that night I took 440.
Okay.
So I skimmed through. I'm like, all right.
So now that makes sense. All right. Now, okay.
Is this worthy to edit? Or
okay, that makes sense. Okay, now this was saying in total. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I took like 400 pictures.
All right, that makes sense.
I wasn't trying to miss anything.
Yeah, because that makes sense. Because that's what I do think. I shoot like probably like 400 and I filter through them.
Yeah.
And then we go through there. Now, but like I was just saying, my man's group do the same thing. Like
I film that. I do that every time. I'm the type of person that's like, I cannot miss a shot.
Right.
I gotta stay on point. If I'm watching a concert, I can't enjoy it like this. I'm watching a concert like this the whole time. You know what? Click, adjust. If I gotta, brighten it up, fix my aperture or my ISO, So it was like when I said like it was a good time.
Word.
And that 200 millimeter saved me.
Gotcha.
Saved me.
I was gonna ask what camera or what lens was you using? Oh, were you using the 4 that time or using the 3?
Nah, I was using the 3. I didn't have the 4 yet.
How long had you had the 3 for? Was it for a little while or?
I would say like 2.5 years.
Okay.
That 3 was.
So everything
was doing me right.
I'm thinking about upgrading to the 3.
Definitely should.
All right, say no more.
Definitely
I should disregard the 2?
No, because it's more of the master behind the camera.
The exact. Thank you, bro. Yo, can you say that to the man behind the camera? Can you say that to the man behind the camera?
It's technique. Of course, you need to have better equipment. That's just cut off of the more of the work that you got to do. But if you know what you're doing, I know people that have Canon T3 Rebels and still shitting on people that got like red cameras.
You see my work. Would you believe I got a Sony A6300?
No.
And that's what I was gonna say. A lot of people don't think that until they be like, I did a photo shoot. Some dude, I brought my camera. The dude's like, "That's it." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "That's what you doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. That's all I got, bro."
You be like,
"That's all you need."
You should have been like, "Watch this."
Nah, facts.
So I'm like, "Yo, bro." He's like, "Oh, damn, that's what I did." I'm like, "Bro,
you seen the work?" When I gave him the work, he's like, "Bro, it's amazing, bro." But people, like you said, it's the man behind the camera.
You know what it is?
Bro.
People feel just want to show off with equipment and then don't back it up.
And don't have no game.
You feel me? So it's like, all right,
flex.
Like if I come to Riqo on the court, I got a headband, I got the Allen Iverson
I'm looking at this dude
and this
like,
and that, and then don't even know how to dribble. Like, bro, cool.
That's a fact.
Like,
yo, speak about that. When you go to like concerts and stuff like that, you don't see other cameraman looking at your equipment. You
a lot of people feel intimidated, right? And I'm not the type of person. I went there, I met this young lady. I wish she could hit me up. She took my Instagram down, but she came with like for business. She had the R series. Like what we got is like the regular, like like 530i, whatever. They in the M package. So I'm like, damn, but she see me, she's like, "Oh wow, how you doing?" I even let her hold my 85 millimeter while I was shooting with the 70 to 200, and I switched off. Some of the guys, they got ill cameras. They looking at me like, "Oh, what's this nigga about to do?" And so forth. But I'm like, "Yo, bro, teach me something. I teach you something."
It's a fact.
But I'm like, "All right, cool." But I was over there. Mad people see me like, "Yo, I see you working. I'm like, "Yo, you know that, But a lot of people just they don't like competition. I'm like, who's competing, bro? I got my own goals. I know what the hell I'm doing. I'm trying to get better. But you're here scared I'm gonna. If you're that elite, I can never take nothing off your plate.
Right.
That's a fact.
So it's like, what?
That's a fact.
I'm not hating on Digital. Look at Digital. He's making moves. Like, yo, bro, what do you think I should do? How should I do this? Yo, Uno, tell me something. Meanwhile, like, yo, you see that nigga shot, bro? Such and such. All right, now let's just build instead of thinking that like I'm better than you, bro. I got this all from scratch.
Nah, facts.
What's the point? But it feels good when people kind of make you like, yo, how do you do this? I'm like, bro, I'm not a teacher. I don't know what I'm doing. Like,
still learning type shit.
Best thing I could tell you is look at YouTube and just keep shooting and learn your terminology. But other than that, hey, we all got our certain settings that we like.
You don't think about turning those into tutorials?
people tell me like you know, a dollar don't move me. Do you get me?
No, I understand, but the dollar don't need to move you. But like you said, the creativity does move you.
No, of course.
Helping others, does that move you? That's what it really comes down to. If it's not the dollars, other people helping other people, does that move you?
No, of course, because I like, you know.
So then do the tutorials.
I just might because
niggas like me. Exactly.
Yeah. No, you're right. But no, listen, you fam. So yo, if you want to hit me up, like yo, this is what you gotta do.
Yeah, you get that shit on the low ski, bro.
Come on, you gotta put it on wax. You know what I mean?
But
you can get that on the low ski, bro.
But you know, right? I work with students. You know, I'm a teacher's assistant, behavioral coach. But the principal asked me, "Hey, do you want to teach the kids photography, such and such?" Because I'm fortunate enough that my students brag about me.
Yeah, that's
you know? So they're like, "Oh, can you take my picture? Can you do this?" Mind you, not my son, my students. You know, I'm not a teacher. All respect to teachers because I don't know who got better patience than teachers. You know, because kids,
nurses.
Because kids nowadays they talk to teachers like they the teacher. You know, but
kids this generation now is bugging.
Crazy.
But definitely tutorials is something that I'm definitely gonna try to get into. But I just feel like, not that I'm discouraged, but it's just like I want to make sure you're learning what I'm saying, regardless of what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. You know, to make sure you're gonna understand everything I'm saying.
Basically, just package it the way you need it to be packaged.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But
definitely.
I'm actually gonna hold you against that. Hopefully, I'm looking in a year or two.
Oh, holla at me.
We see some. You know what I mean? Some tutorials coming out.
I
mean?
got you.
I think it's only right, bro. It's only right. Your work is good. You know what I mean? You've been putting in the work. It's only right. People keep coming to you asking you how you do that. You feel me? I know more than 5 people came to you. I know your DMs be in there. You know what I'm saying? I know people be in the DMs. So it's only right that you know what I mean? You just take care of the people on that level.
Of course, because people have been taking care of me. So why not? You know?
Exactly. You see? You know what I mean? They go to mindset, bro.
Got to.
Do you have any any inspirational like photographers that you look up to, or?
I do. Is it like locally or globally?
We could do both. I actually like that locally.
Locally, I know. Okay, do I gotta use the right language or so? Well, like the real niggas I know.
Yeah.
Shop by Uno. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
My man Digital. You know, and he be with the celebs. So I'm like, yo, plug me in, get me a sneaker connect.
Yo, hold on, yo, bro, you threw me off guard when you said shop out. You just paying on camera, bro. Cause like, don't be saying that, bro. He threw me off guard. I'm like, yo, that's my name. I'm like, he's talking to me, bro.
Yo, listen,
cause that's an honor for you to say that. So don't put this like, don't do this to me, bro.
Nah, hey, you got to keep it real, man.
Nah, I appreciate you.
I'm inspired by.
When you said shop by owner, it really threw me off guard. I'm like, he's talking about another nigga.
Yeah, bro, you a step out here, bro. Stop playing.
You know, we got to give ourselves enough credit.
Let him know he's a stepper, though.
Oh, come on, man.
Bro, you big dog out here, man.
I got to both of y'all, man. But like, I'm inspired by people that really put in the work and love what they doing. You feel me? A lot of people are just shooting like, oh, he's a photographer. Oh, shoot, this is what you got to do. And some people just be disrespectful. I got an iPhone 13. Here, I can take pictures. I got portrait mode. I got this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay. But with my phones, I don't ever be like, oh, let me do this. I'm like, you want me to take a picture? Let me go grab my camera. You know, but other than that, but nah. Those two guys locally, I know Jay Hunt, big dog. He's seen potential in me since I was taking pictures in the club in Brockton.
Word.
You know, he just said, listen, you have the vision. You just need to upgrade your equipment.
Word.
And he was right, you know. But D. Irvin,
D.
Irvin, his style is like more fashion photography, like Vogue type of stuff. That's what I really like.
Gotcha.
You know, not to disrespect any woman. I'm not here to shoot just like OnlyFans type of content or music video. I'd rather shoot like, you know, you're going to be on the Vogue magazine and so forth. You know, not discrediting anybody, but my style, I prefer to shoot something that's more memorable and iconic.
That makes sense.
That's fine.
Those guys locally.
Shout out to OnlyFans though. We gotta shout out all the girls out there doing the OnlyFans thing. Still need that. There's
a lot more people Um, it's so much. So I hope nobody take any offense, but like, people that's big time guys. They got YouTube channels and like million subscribers. Manny Ortiz. He's from Chicago.
Chicago, yeah.
I think he like Spanish cat.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I ain't gonna hold you. When I was on YouTube looking at tutorials, bro, that's that guy here. He be coming up.
He's the one that confirmed for me to go to Sony.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
You know, like I'll look at everything. I'll see if like, why am I gonna leave Canon? The reason why I went to Canon is because all the guys that I look up to had Canons. Gotcha. I see one guy that was ill for Nikon, but I'm like, I looked at a Nikon, picked it up, and I don't like the interface. It just confuses me. You know, I feel like I'm holding an Android. Sorry, but I'm like, I'm straight. I don't want an Android. You know, but he's nasty with that Nikon though. But all the guys, I feel like, you know, he lucked out. You know, so Canon won. So like I went with Canon. But Manny Ortiz, it's like, yo, you need to get that Sony. So I'm like, what? Mirrorless, doing all that. So I'm like, I need to jump on Sony ASAP.
Excuse me, was this A7 III was the first Sony you grabbed, or?
Yep, first one. Baby steps.
Right.
But yeah, that Manny Ortiz, I'm trying to figure out. There's a lot of guys from Africa. I don't know their names, but like,
there's some crazy African shooters. I don't know. They be like a lot of like fashion and wedding photographers though.
Yo, when I say like they monsters,
they're crazy.
I be watching all their stuff, like their edit tutorials, or like if I'm editing, please believe like they're like on like what's it called, like PIP, like you put like a little screen on the bottom.
Right, yeah.
I'm listening to everything. I'm editing. I'm like, okay, then I got to stop. I'm like, hold on. You know, this is what you got to do. You got to do dodge and burn. I'm like, all right, bet. And their photos is immaculate.
Facts. It'd be too
immaculate.
I be wondering like what camera they using, what lens they using, all that types of shit. Like, damn, bro.
I'm telling
Africans
you.
being crazy.
And most of the time they shoot in their crib. In their living room doing something like, you know, if it's an indoor, if not, they like probably in their backyard doing, and it's like, are you serious?
Facts.
You know, but I'm like, crazy. Damn.
But Photoshop is crazy where you could manipulate and how
I'm telling you.
Feel me? If you know how to work Photoshop, your creativity is
there's some people that they're not photographers, but they just retouchers.
Exactly.
And they make bank.
Exactly.
But I'm like, you know, I'd rather not give my work off. Yeah, because I feel like I'm not fully established in photography where I want to be like, I'd rather know everything. So when I am established and I got my own, you know, studios like locally and a couple of places, all right, cool, we can send it off.
Facts.
I'm already established and all that, so why not? But right now, I need to learn everything.
Bro, I'm curious, like, in your time doing photography and stuff, like, what's like your like, you know, your favorite shoot that you done so far, like, or, you know, who's like, you know, what was like the biggest break for you so far, like, in the photography and your journey, you know what I'm saying? Like,
biggest break?
Or like the most memorable,
like me, or like people recognizing me, or like
both. Like he said, both. Like we want both. So, you know, what was the biggest for you and what was the biggest for, you know, the masses or whatever?
For me, my mentor, I talk to him every day. He's a good friend. He hates that I call him my mentor, but he was teaching me lighting and camera. You know, they said like once you become a real shooter, you're not gonna shoot in manual no more. You know, when I first started, manual was everything. I'm like, oh shoot, the picture looked great already. You know, so I don't gotta do nothing. Shooting manual, but I never knew in flash photography that the lights can be manual as well. So I guess TTL is basically like it's like a manual. I mean, what is it? Auto.
Auto, yeah.
Yeah, you know. So once I learned about it, I was like, wait, what? So this whole time I was slacking on myself, not knowing. So I'm like, you know, it's always good. Like I said, whenever you're ready for something, you're gonna teach me stuff I probably don't even know. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But it's just like that was dope. And I shot. This was like I just got out of work. I remember this day like it was yesterday. I just got out of work. I was doing a double. It was 11 o'clock. He's like, yo, I have a girl. She's ready to shoot. And shout out to her and him because she's one of those girls that any bad bitches that think like just their looks is gonna make them feel away or something. She come in, she's gonna shut everybody down of just what she's doing. You feel
Is
me?
it what she's doing or how she's looking?
Like, no, not even how she's looking. She's a pretty girl, but you know, you'll probably find a chick like, yo, she's amazing. She blows her out the water. She's a pretty girl, and she comes to work. So
Her post game is crazy.
She makes you feel like, damn, I really took that, and then she's just putting in the work, you know.
Right.
But that shoot I did in black and white, and it just taught me a lot. So you know, I guess when you level up in fundamentals and knowledge, you're like, wow, you know, now I can up everything. But that was great for me. A lot of stuff, like I would say, like people would notice for me is normally when I shoot my son, they were like, oh wow, you know, it hypes me up humbly because it's like, yo, that's Cairo's dad. You know, it's his second practice, and then I'm like, all right, I need to capture everybody. You know, so practice, they're like, oh man, I didn't know you take pictures. I didn't know. So that just, you know, I'm very self-motivated, but that just gave me an energy boost of like, I'm doing something right, you know?
No, yeah.
But,
it's a double bonus. True.
Oh, man,
Three birds, one stone, however you want to look at it.
And who better to teach than the youth?
Yeah, that's
You
a
feel
fact.
me? So
They're the future. You know what I'm saying?
people ask
Gotta
my son
show
all
you
the
some
time, do you
love
want to
on
be a
that one,
photographer? But my son will pick a camera. He knows exactly what he got to do. Where to move that light, how you do this, set it up. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that's
You
what's
got
up.
it.
That's what's up. Either he's gonna model, do both, photography. You know what I mean?
I'm going to push him to whatever he want to do.
Word. But I just like how you just give him the exposure to
Got to.
see what he can choose, because at the end of the day, like you said, you gotta let him do what he wants to do, but at least you expose him to see.
I got to, because you know I'm Haitian,
Right.
and I come from a lineage of hardworking women. I got men too, but you know it was my mom and my sister. So I'm old school with the new school.
Right,
You know, I can't be with the parents that's like it's gonna be like, you can't do this. You're not sleeping at your friend's house. You're not doing this, such and such. You know, but I teach him like, listen, dad's working, dad's doing this. You know, you gotta follow. I'm not telling you this is what you have to do, but if there's something you want to do, I got your back on teaching you what to do. If you want to go pursue this in school and everything, then listen, you already coming in the game knowing more than half of everybody in here.
Right.
You know, but he modeling as he got older, like I said, he was my first canvas. Well, my second. My nephew was, because my nephew's 11. My son about to be 9. But he would get tired, like, oh, okay, I'm done. And it's like not even 5 minutes yet, he's already done.
Right,
Now, when I be shooting other people's kids and all that, my son's like, listen, here, you gotta do this. He'll distract him for me. He'll do this. He'll listen.
Yeah, that's what's up. He's picking on. He's learning the game.
And I asked him, like, you want to be a photographer? He's like, no, I don't want to, but, you know, I know what to do.
Right.
I'm like,
So
all right.
I feel like he probably figure out what he want to do, but
of
like he
course.
just have the gems and skills to like take it upon and probably make it a side hustle, do something
Got
crazy
to.
with
If
it.
I was a doctor, I would teach him certain things about
Nah,
meds.
that's a
You know, if
fact.
I was a police officer,
That's
if I was a firefighter, you know, teach you some of the
It's a
ropes.
fact. You ain't got to be it, but at least you know the knowledge to do what it do.
It'll come handy someday.
That's it.
Exactly. And that's basically what I'm trying to say.
That's it.
Come
That's
handy one
it.
day. You know what I mean? What is a misconception that, you know, clients that have for like clients on photography? You know what I mean? Any misconceptions that you may have encountered?
The biggest thing that I love about photography and with myself that I hold myself accountable for is a lot of people see me young black male. I'm like, oh man, you know, he's urban. You know, he's cool. He's hip. He's, you know, but they see like, oh, he might be a creep.
Hey,
You get me? No, not everybody say that. You feel me?
know what
like,
you mean.
and then, but when they start shooting, it's like, wow, I didn't know
Exactly.
you were like this.
Exactly.
You get me? You know, you make me feel comfortable. I don't tell anybody that wants to shoot, come by yourself.
Right.
Do you get me? I want you comfortable. And once you're comfortable, you're going to see how amazing your photo comes because you're comfortable. You're not worrying about, and listen, you know, don't bring the whole hood with you, but like, you know, if you need 2-3 people, you need a hype man, you want your aunt, your mom, let's do it.
Yeah, facts.
You know? But that's what makes people consistent of working with you.
Facts.
You give them that. You may yourself may feel like I need this shoot. Damn, I wish I had put this on manual rather than auto. They're like, all right, they don't see that, but just you giving them that vibe of like communication and making them comfortable. They're like, yeah, I'm coming back. By the next time you shoot them again, you're 10 times better than what you did before.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's
Feel me? So they're like,
that's
all
a
right,
good mindset to have. That's exactly how I feel. You know what I mean? That's a back end little, you know, creativity, tedious, like want to be perfectionist type vibe. Like, yo, like, damn, I wish I shot in this aperture, but she don't know, and she's just like, thank you, this is the vibe was crazy. I'm like, whoo, I beat that bullet.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You know what I mean?
I'm telling you.
Like,
every skill you learn, I tell everybody, don't delete your RAWs or get your hard drives, get all that stuff, and then you'll come back and be like, yo, damn, I edited, and that picture came out 10 times better than what you thought, you know? Right. But that's definitely when people tell me like, oh, listen, he makes me very comfortable and so forth. I got friends that I shoot all the time as like mules just because I choose certain people to collab with rather than people thinking like, oh, he's going to do this. No. There's certain looks you got to give for me, you know, rather than like, there's like 30 girls that looks exactly like you. You get me? You're not being anything for me, thinking I'm just going to give you a shoot just to shoot you. Like, nah, I'm not collabing, you know, and not trying to be bougie or stank or anything, but it's like, all right, cool. They see you, oh, you want to take pictures of me? You know, I got a fat ass, so I'm pretty. I'm like, I've been seeing that since I was 13.
Right.
And I'm 35.
Right. I'm all like, set.
Back up, please.
I'm all set. Word. Now that's a fact, bro.
But it's dope.
Nah, it is a good thing, man. Like, I'm not too far like into like photography. Like, I've been in it for 5 years, but the years I've been in it and seeing how the process goes and how everything grows, man. I love the experience. I love interacting with the clients and what it does to see how people really be happy off a picture and off your vibe, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you.
And I think photography comes to like being really good at customer service. Because I feel like if you did give them great customer service, how you edit, even if you give them a basic edit, they can be like, thank you, that's the best, just because you gave them a great service.
I'm telling you, people like how I have my studio now, this is only like really for studio because, you know, I'll have the connected, you know, I'll be tethering. So you'll see the picture pop up, you know, on the TV. So they're like, wow, you don't even have to edit. And, you know, us, you know, this is our work. So we're our biggest critiquers.
Exactly.
So you're going to be like, I got to move that, you know, that little scar right here. You know, I got to do this. I got to line all the hair, like the frizzy hair and all this. But like, wow, this is crazy. And knowing damn well, I'm like, oh, they like it like that? That's easier for me. All right, save. Here's your photos. But, you know, the real photographer in us is going to be like, yo, I can't give them half-ass work. This, that. Easy.
Nah, facts. And that's one thing about me. I be like, damn, I can't just give him half-ass work. Like, even if I touch something up, I'm like, the next picture, I'm like, let me just give it half-ass work. And when I'm doing it, I'm like, fuck, I have to do the eyes too, bro. Yeah. I can't do that one and not that one, bro. It don't make no sense, bro. And then you catch yourself doing it to every single picture, bro.
I'm telling you, because I was fortunate enough to get published in a kids magazine. I think it's called Kids Fashion or Kids Fash. I did that, cool. I think I wasn't at the level I'm at now. I think that was 2018. And it's, 2022? That was one. And now I got 4 publishing. And then the pictures I did, you know, this is when I learned how to skin retouch. I'm like, but skin retouching takes a while. So once you start doing that, you're going to be like, you can't offer that for everything. You know, if I take 100, out of the 400, I like 128. That's going to take you a couple of days to do that, you know? I'm like, all right, yo, take the best 3 that you like.
Like, exactly.
Here you go.
That's a fact.
So, and all the pictures that my friend Brittany liked, all of them got published. So, her first publishing wasn't a cover. She was just featured in it. Had like 6 pages. Then her second and her third, which would be my third and fourth, are covers. They come out. One's gonna be like the end of this month. Then the next is gonna be like the mid next month. So, you know, that's something else I gotta put you onto. You definitely gotta publish your work. That gives you more. That raises your caliber higher.
That's a fact.
You know?
Well, I just did a shoot with my homie. Shout out to my man Ewing, Terrence Ewing. He just did a shoot with Champs.
Ooh, nice.
I did some shit. They just published that shit too. I didn't post it, bro. They tagged me. Yeah, and I just let it go.
You gotta appreciate yourself more, man.
Like a lot of people say, I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm mad humble with it. I don't really talk
that's
about my
fine,
work.
bro. Listen, I know I'm a humble beast.
You know what I mean? I just
but listen,
my shit. I need to
your humbleness is gonna speak for you.
Word.
Why not expose your work.
I know, and that's what it comes back down to, the consistency. It's just like, I just want to work. I'm more in love with work and making clients happy. It's like, yo, if you know, you know. If you don't know,
listen.
But that's my problem.
It's always good. I feel you. I've been there. I'm telling you. You know, your work's gonna speak for yourself.
Right.
But you got to stop making it want to seem like you got to make the clients happy.
Right.
Because they just gonna see you as a worker. He's a photographer and such and such, until they start building that relationship with you.
Right. That's a fact.
You know, I'm shooting with my good friends Anne Marie Sunday just for building content, and she's hype just like how I'm hype. Right, because it's a different scenery. I think we're gonna be doing like in the pool. I try to enjoy the weather while it lasts, because if you see my Instagram, most of it's studio work right now. Wow. I just been, because since I've been learning, I'm like, all right, come to the studio. We got a new background. We're gonna add this flower. We're gonna do this and do that. But stop trying to make people happy.
Nah, facts.
Stop. Listen, this is what I'm offering. This is that. Hey, listen, people come to me all the time. Not to say that I'm being cocky, but if you like it, you don't.
Right.
You know, you're
and that's gonna be my next question about pricing. How do you feel like when it comes to like your pricing, when people say neglect your pricing, how you move forward with it? How do you stay focused with that and stay consistent when you be like, this is how much you charge?
Well,
nah.
I don't really charge nobody right now. You feel me? You know, I work on doing that, but it's more of like just me being creative. Right now, I want to stop working a 9 to 5 and become my own business. Mm-hmm. You feel me? But right now, I'm not taking any inquiries of, hey, this is what I'm offering. This is my price package and such, because it's not about the money for me. You know? Eventually, when I'm there, when I get my LLC, when I do this, that, and the third, then I could do that. You know, but right now, if it's not something intriguing to me, then I'm just not gonna shoot. You know, I'll do certain stuff just for certain exposures. If I want to do a wedding, somebody asks me for a wedding, okay, I got you. You know, just so people can see different aspects of my work.
Right.
So, but one thing is, if you're doing pricing and all this, don't short yourself at all, because you know what? Clearly, people like your work if they're hitting you up. I'm not saying go crazy and do crazy numbers, but eventually
you gotta respect.
You're gonna get there. There's photographers that give you 12 photos and the shoot is $800.
That's a fact, bro.
Another photographer that's local. I never met her, but when I say like top dog, she's one. Her name is Lady E. She's from Boston. Yo, her work.
Yo, bro, I was just saying that earlier today. Her work is crazy. Lady E work is crazy.
Like her shooting.
I don't know. I never met her. I don't know who she is.
Me either. People are gonna talk smack, but even if they talk smack, they still boost her up.
Right.
And you gotta.
I don't know her personally. I don't know.
I don't know her either. And I follow her. You know, even though she don't follow back and whatever. But I'm like, nah, I cannot not unfollow.
Fact.
You know, but I
don't follow her, but I should follow. But I do.
Listen, I'm telling you, if you want that inspiration, and this like, yo, look. Fire. She is phenomenal. Phenomenal. But you know, hopefully I meet her and she could, you know, put me on game and tell me what I should work on and such. But she's another local. I know she's from Boston.
Right.
She's, bro. I give her flowers. She's dope.
Facts. What let's give us some flowers for the youngest. What values would you give to, like, you know, upcoming photographers or entrepreneurs? You know, coming in the game, doing photography?
I would say, don't get discouraged if somebody sees your potential and stares you like, oh, you shouldn't do this, such and such. Keep shooting. Me especially, I would never push you away. Hey, you want to call me? You want to talk to me? I had like my shirt on. I was in Spencer's looking for like I think a Pop Smoke shirt for my son. And they don't have his size. He's too small. But the lady seen like the camera. She's like, hey, you take pictures? I'm like, yeah, wow. Okay. And she was just so intrigued. And she didn't see nothing yet to be intrigued about. You feel me? So she's like, oh, wow. I just, you know, graduated Brockton High. And, you know, I'm trying to do this. And then I already see her potential. You feel me? Certain things just like not my style, but like I see it. You got it. She's like, yo, how do I do this? I'm like, listen, any questions, call me. Text me, you know, inbox me, whatever you want. A lot of people are going to see your vision where your work is at, and they're just gonna like, this guy trying to take my food. If you're that nice and you know that and you're growing, nobody can touch you.
Nah, facts.
Nobody's gonna stop your clientele. Nobody's gonna do that. But keep shooting. Keep shooting. If you see people like, that you see like you feel like they've been in the game a little longer, hey, what should I do? How should I do that? You're gonna find a lot of people that's gonna discourage you, but you're gonna also find a lot of people like, hey, this is what you gotta do. Upgrade this. Start using Photoshop. Start using Lightroom or so forth. Is like, just don't be discouraged. Keep shooting. A lot of people are gonna tell you, have your camera with you everywhere. Shoot.
When I first started, bro, my camera's with me everywhere, bro. That shit was not.
Listen, just how much my camera costs. Listen, if I'm not doing nothing, that shit's going in the house. You feel me? But listen, there's plenty of times I'm like, damn, do I really got to be a phone photographer right now? I'm like, I wish I had my camera or something. Yesterday in practice,
that's one thing I would be like. You used to be chilling. You got the camera on, be like, he's the photographer.
Yo.
I'm like, man. Damn, now I gotta get jiggy with an iPhone real quick. You know what I mean? They ain't the same, bro. Like, I can't get as creative as I want to be, bro.
Me like this on the floor. I'm like, damn.
Facts, bro.
All right, here you go. Man. Here, follow my Instagram,
this
man.
Right.
Don't judge me on this one. This ain't it.
Hey, man, here you go,
man. Oh, that's a fact. Any secret sauce that you want to give? You know what I mean?
The
secret
sauce.
You just gave us some value.
What you got for a secret sauce
that you got personally for us, man, that you want to give the viewers?
I would say,
no. Before you even begin giving us a secret sauce and thinking about it real quick, I do have a quick question that I wanted to ask.
What's up?
And I kind of fast forward. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Because I definitely want to see where you see yourself. Because like I said, you are growing, you are doing your thing. And you talk about you still learning. I think you're a beast of what you're doing. So
I appreciate that.
I'm only scared to see what the next 5 to 10 years is going to be for you, my brother.
Right now, I'm just letting everybody know I'm in the room. So now when I'm in the room, you see me. Next time you see me in a room, like, yo, I need him to take my pictures.
Facts.
So what I want to do, first and foremost, is my son to be like, yeah, my daddy could do that. My dad could do that. Because I got a bunch of friends that put on for their parents. Like I got men that make shirts. He did it for his daughter's whole school. So I'm like, all right, cool. My son is probably like one of my biggest hype men. So I'm like, all right, word, hype me up. I played a basketball game with him and some other little kids. My son was putting in work. I was like, this little nigga's my son, But to get back on topic, I see myself where I needed to be. Life is gonna discourage you, but I gotta stay consistent. So I'm gonna continue staying consistent, where that's just gonna boost up my levels of skills, knowledge, and by the time I'm gonna be an influencer in photography, I'm gonna own a studio. I'm gonna give courses, and where to the point where I don't even gotta shoot no more.
Right.
I'm just shooting just to teach or whatever.
Right.
But like I said, I have a 9-year, soon to be 9-year-old. So the biggest thing for me is give knowledge to the youth.
Right.
I got to go through it so they could, whatever Jigga said and Dave Chappelle was saying,
Go through it so they don't got to go through it, something like that.
That's it. So,
like Hov did that so they wouldn't have to go through that.
Yeah. That's it, man.
There you go.
But it's, that's it really,
Right.
Of course I want to be an entrepreneur and all that, but, I got to go to work. I got to do all that stuff to give myself the actual proper finance to do all these things. But I see it. Ain't no doubt in there. I already got the hustle.
No, facts.
Why not?
Word. And then so end it off with the secret sauce, man.
Secret sauce.
Yes, sir.
The secret sauce, I would say, I don't even know if this is secret sauce, but I don't think it's a secret, but if you're a photographer, I don't know about the video yet, but I'm pretty sure Uno and Digital will tell you. But always shoot in RAW. Always shoot RAW. If you shoot in JPEG, you won't be able to, enhance your photos. You get me? Shooting RAW gives you more freedom to edit your photos, and once you start learning, and then even though it's a bigger file, but
do you use laptop or you're on a MacBook? On a desktop.
I got both.
Okay, rich.
But my not iMac. I mean a MacBook Pro, 16-inch. The touch bar, I don't really like the touch bar. I think it's just stupid. But that's my go-to. I had a what is it called? A desktop, but it was older. So what I invested was the Mac Mini, and it's got 2 like gaming monitors.
Gotcha.
So I see everything. The resolution's on point. So, but my go-to is my laptop.
Word. I think no cap. After this like conversation, low key, I'm just gonna hit you up, not even for a shoot, just to see how you edit. I want to see your process of editing and everything, bro.
I'm trying to. I gotta download like how you can record your screen, and I'll just set it to you.
Nah, bro, I want to be there live, bro. I want to see you.
I mean, I'm with it.
Nah, I'm put the whites up. Nah, I'm put them highlights down. I want to see the struggle, bro. I want to see your process of your mind. You know what I mean?
Let's get it.
I'm intrigued on how you was talking about how you process and how you edit and everything. And
I'm telling you,
what you used and everything. So
the worst part though is buying all these stuff though. All these programs, $200, $300. You know,
I'm hip.
Capture One, you gotta
You're rich.
You gotta
hip.
you gotta invest in yourself, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You just gotta invest in yourself.
That's one thing, dude. You know what I mean?
And then, sorry, I know we almost.
You gotta be rich to invest in yourself. Boy, go ahead.
The biggest, what made me feel good about myself in photography, my mom. Like I said, I'm Haitian. I got a Haitian ass mom. You know, so quick to talk shit. Oh, Kevin, blah 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 blah. I'm like, all right. She seen a picture I did recently of my friend Felicia in green, right? And she had like a head tie, and then she had like sunflower too. My mom was like, Kev, that picture you just posted on Facebook? I said, what, Mom? Please don't talk your shit. Please. She said, it's beautiful. You need to charge people a lot of money. You need to charge. I'm like, Ma, stop it. I'm not charging nobody nothing. But it's just like, that right there made me feel like, yo, I'm the fucking man, bro.
Nah, that picture was fire, bro. No cap.
Like I said, I try to, show off my people more than what they are getting shown off for. So, and that's a good friend. I was on Felicia's head. I'm like, listen, when you come back from Cali or wherever you going or doing, come on. You're the perfect, canvas for me to shoot to do this. So, I'm like, come on. I shot a lot with her, but I seen it. She was just so amazed. She's like, bro, you the only one could do this. I know she's talking shit, but she was so hyped, and that's all I need.
I think when y'all collab together, it really be banger after banger. You feel me?
Bro.
You gave us a secret sauce. That should have been the last question, but you know what I mean? The way we vibe, you know what I mean?
Nah, it's all good, bro.
It don't even matter. You know what I mean? I think the viewers loving it anyways. But yeah, I want to say, like, how do you get your clients, your collaborations with these models and stuff like that? How does that come along?
Some people will see me
shout
shoot.
Out to Felicia too, by the way.
Some people will see me shooting, and they're not getting shot. You get me? But they're probably like an extra, like because Felicia, she's a creative director. She does all that good stuff. So it's like I kind of eliminated a lot of people. So there's no middleman. It's just me and her. I don't really got to tell her to do anything. I don't need to tell her like, yo, wear this outfit or do this. I say, hey, listen, I want you to tie your hair, and by the picture, you see she came and killed shit. You feel me? But like I say, everybody's gonna have particular people you want to put in your portfolio, right? She's one of the people that I wanted, right? I want light skin, I want dark skin, I want as much ethnicities I can catch. Like I want a white boy that's like, a beach boy. He's always surfing and got like all this. I want a Chinese kid straight from Chinatown. I want a Chinese kid that's straight fashion, like on Virgil's type of level and shit. But if you don't give me none of that stuff, I'm like, all right, hey, I'm not taking any collaborations right now and so forth. I've tried to be respectful. I don't want,
facts.
but I'm like, but if you're looking for
basically, you're not shooting for free. You're shooting for particular, intentional on what you're shooting. Because I don't want people to know that you're shooting for free and that anyone can hit you up.
Yeah, nah.
He's not shooting for free if you're not to his niche, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So come correct before you come out there, you know what I'm saying?
But, if they don't fit that look I'm looking for, and I'm not being biased, so I'm just like, listen, I want every race, everything. You know, I'm really looking for a person. Oh, actually, I lied. I'm still working on it. I shot this young lady from Brockton. She's a beautiful girl, and she has vitiligo, not all over her face, just like one spot. Right here.
I think I seen that picture. Yo, my phone be all over your page.
Listen, it's cool. I appreciate it, man.
I'm like, yo, bro, I seen that one.
Bro, that right there, she's a young Cape Verdean lady.
Right.
Bro, that right there is going to be elite. Actually, I'm still editing it.
Okay,
just like, you know what? You know when you ain't know about your work, you got to take time.
Nah, facts.
So I'm like, all right, word. But that right there, it's coming. It's coming.
Word. I got one more question for you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? What is a struggle that you encountered over the years that you've been doing this that you learned from and, you know, that you overcame?
Fucking lighting. Lighting is like, yo, once you master lighting, you are, I don't want to discredit nobody, but your photography game is going to be unmatched. Lighting is just like, you know, there's people that shoot without strobes or, you know, just natural light. I like natural light too, depending on the scenery and what we're going for. Exactly. But I'm gonna take my flash with me everywhere. Feel me? But lighting. But like when I shot that one girl with my mentor, he taught me the fundamentals. Like you can shoot in manual as in lighting. Once I understand and grasp that I could be in full control of that shit blew my mind. So I was like, wow. You know, I still need work, but you know, you gotta if you place a light like right here, you still gotta probably adjust it a little bit more before you get the perfect lighting. But lighting was definitely the shit that I was struggling with, you know. Once I got the understanding and knowledge on it, I think I took off.
Well, that's one thing I'm still learning is lighting and everything, man. You know
and once you realize it, you be like, what the
Where I see the difference, bro. You know what I mean? When I do the lighting, even when I put up my aperture, I see the depth that I get.
Yep.
So I'm learning it. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna come check you, man, so I can get my game up, bro.
I got
me?
you.
So I can put the price up too.
Bro, you got to, man. You gotta, you know, I can't come to you look for a shoe and thinking that you're gonna give me a discount. I gotta support my mans.
Nah.
All right, charge it up, man. And you get a tip. Feel me?
I appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate that. But let the people know where they can find you at, man. Your personal page, business page, whatever you got, man. Let people know.
Personal page, no, I do personal page last. My photography page is Kevin, Kevin, A for Augustine, but it's not Augustine. It's Kevin A Photography, all together, no underscores, no nothing, all together, one word. I got a website, it's the same thing, www.kevinaphotography.com. But don't judge me on my website, though. It's going to get updated. I'm just being real particular and building up my portfolio on it. But you're going to find all the latest and newest photos that I've taken on my Instagram. And Facebook, my Facebook like page is Kevin Augustine, Augustin. There's no E at the end of it. It sounds like it, but no E. Photography. Everything is spaced out. And my personal page is Brooklyn Banks, everything together, and it's Banks with a Z, not S. That's where you can find me at.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go follow my mans, man. Get the bookings, man. Tap in with him.
Let's do it.
Saying? Let's get it. He does amazing work. You won't doubt it. My man Riq, where they can find you at?
Yes, sir, man. I'm on Instagram at RIQO.SUAV, man. They call me Riqo.Suav. I'm here with my boy.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Uno Vellie. Also, you can find me on my photography page, Shot by Uno. Definitely tap in. You know what I mean? Got 2 photographers out here, you know, videographer out here. Tap in, man. Shout out to my boy Morton Digital, too, behind the camera, bro. Episode 6, Behind Aesthetics. Wow, we out.